welcome to another edition of Neighborhood Watch. I'm Matt.
I'm Pat. Glad to be back.
I'm Abe.
And now Brett's turn.
Brett's gone. Where is Bret?
Brett is on assignment, just like you were.
Yes.
Are we in
It was
rotation?
good assignment.
Yeah, so we all taking different times. So
Is it my turn?
Good
next?
assignment.
me.
Let me get the...
So that's how we do it, right? So
Yeah.
Brett's got a well-deserved assignment. So guys, straight off of, what were you gonna say?
So did they shut down your wineries?
Yes. So they shut down the wineries. Finally, they shut down
The
basically
rollback
everything.
of Gavin Newsom.
Your standing
Crazy.
invitation?
Yeah.
Reservation?
Yeah, so it's now, unfortunately, if you haven't heard already, California's back to square one. I mean, it's
Pretty
not
much.
not exactly how it was. I mean, you still have the outdoor dining, but I don't know.
Hair salons,
Yeah.
nail salons were not open yet, but hair salons,
The bowling alley?
the indoor dining, even though it was 6 feet apart, and Alameda County didn't even get there. They were about to open, and nope.
And it's just unfortunate. And now, if you read his thing, there's no end in sight. Like he didn't
Yeah.
he didn't say like
Right.
2 weeks, a month, or whatever. It's just like open ended, which
I think we're going to be in this till January.
yes. My thing is that until there is something like a vaccine, every time you reopen something, you're just going to see a higher thing. And no matter what anyone says, like if anyone's together, you're going to have a chance. So it's funny how protests are still
Yep.
protests are still allowed.
Protests are allowed. Death rates are kind of the same.
Unless you're in your home.
Yeah.
If you want to sit in your home where no one can see you and know that you're protesting,
Can't
you
do it.
can't do it.
Yeah, let us know how many people actually have heard of protesting inside your house.
I'm going to have a silent protest in my house by myself.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy. So, guys, it's
But that leads right into the school. The San Ramon Valley's Unified
Yeah, so there's
District had their meeting
big
today.
meeting today.
Big meeting.
long meeting, and they decided on the hybrid approach, which is a mixture of the remote plus coming into the school. They still have to iron out the details, but at least they voted on the hybrid.
Well, they pushed it back, right?
What
Start
what's
date?
the start? Yeah, what's the start date now?
I don't know, but it's,
But
I
it's
think
not going to be
September.
August.
I think it's September.
It
Okay.
should be just go after Labor Day, I
Yeah.
think, like the old days.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Everything will change by then.
school will now be pushed into September.
So kids go 2 days a week,
Is that what it is too?
and then they have 1 day where they're all remote, and basically 3 days remote, 2 days in.
Okay.
So they'll rotate by last name at least at the high school.
Yeah.
So if your name's A through H, you go like Monday, Tuesday, I think. Everybody's remote Wednesday, and then the other kids come
Okay.
Thursday, Friday. So you're getting a 4-day weekend, 5 days. I don't know how many days you're off. Crazy.
Well, anything has got to be better than how they finished the last 2 months, which was just no instruction. So even if they're remote, there better be some type of instruction because, especially for the younger kids, like your kids, like they need to learn, and
Yeah.
it can't be on you
Yeah.
to teach them.
They can't. Yeah, you can't sit there. You have a job to do.
Oh, it's
Hey, so we have a fan.
It's our snack. It's our snack
Here's some,
person. All right.
What do we
What
have
is it
today?
today?
Small
Are
Chocolate
these
covered
almonds?
almonds.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
There she is, everyone.
No, but it's true. I mean, I think it's interesting because if you look at Europe, right, they're going back,
Yeah.
right? So Europe's going back 5 days. I think that you need the option. If you want to go remote, right, then you should have the option to go
Right.
fully remote. But everyone else, I mean, to me, if you're going to go 2 days, why not go 5?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make any sense. And to be honest with you, if you have to then get childcare or put your kids somewhere else, instead of going to school with the kids that they would normally be going to school with, you're actually exposing them more, in my opinion.
So nationwide, there's something like 30 kids under 18 that have died from COVID.
Yeah,
There's 180 that died from the flu.
yeah, yep.
So, and I don't think I don't know the age limit in California, but there wasn't. It was very like maybe
Well,
one or
and,
two.
And
that
we
died
talked
of
about
COVID.
last week was
Under
that
18.
88 total deaths in our
Yeah.
county, and 62 of them are seniors.
Yeah.
So you're looking at less than 26 people that are in between the age of whatever to before you become a senior. So
Right.
it's a small number.
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I did listen to some of the call, and depending on what level, high school, middle school, primary school, they're looking at significant days. Like, so if you look at the number of hours they're going to get in this hybrid model, it's like 40 days less than they would get normally, right? So, and then get us in
And
the
so do
specific
they have to
numbers,
kind
but-
of smash
me, I
things
mean,
in? Then?
That could be all
crazy.
those 40 fool around days they have, because they always have like half days and different days where they're not really doing school.
Yeah.
Like private schools tend to go a couple weeks shorter because they don't mess around with that stuff.
Yeah, full force.
Yeah.
Learning.
Right.
Learning.
Hardcore learning.
What's learning? So it's. I mean, it could be worse. It could have been the decision could have been all remote. So at least they're open for that. And do we have a timeline? Did they say like just for the beginning of the first semester, or is this for
Well,
the whole year?
I think
Or
we're going to
the whole-
reevaluate in September. No, I mean,
I hope so.
I guess the thing is, I hope that there's a plan,
Yeah.
right? So, I think you got to be laying out a plan so everyone knows, and we need something better than what we had.
Right.
So, what is that? How you're going to accomplish it? And maybe we should start planning on that now. Huh?
Yeah, which is hard though.
Well, are they going to have sports?
Depends.
We don't know.
Well,
Probably not in school.
They said that if they do push it back, then they can have the seasons later in the year. But I don't know how that
Yeah.
works.
Crazy.
A lot of it's based on the county, right? So right now we can practice in some capacity without being 6 feet away, wearing a mask, Lysol and balls, but you can't play games, right? You can't have you cannot have kid on first base,
Right.
and kid running to first base. You can't have a catcher and a batter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
well, that's the news on that. There is a couple things. Pat, you mentioned
Other
about
community
the,
stuff. So the post about the potential sexual predator / abduction thing where they were at Boba Bliss and a suspicious woman in a Prius with, I think it was like a gray or silver Prius, dark windows, came up and had said, insistent, like, my groceries are super heavy, I live over in those townhomes, can you help me? And they just didn't feel right. And there's been posts about this on other social media things that this is what they try to do, is lure you to a place. And that one went on to say the lady went in and they went to just kind of peek where she went, and like another a car came out with dark windows. So what they try to do is lure you into a place that they have somebody else that can take you. And the interesting thing is my wife and daughter saw this same woman up at Pete's on the other side of town in Windermere doing the same thing. She was bothering the Pete's employee for about 15 minutes, asking if they had any employees that were clean, which I found was odd, and able to help. And they didn't put two and two together until after this post, but it was the same thing, help with the groceries. And it was like within 2 days, 3 days of the post. So
It's sad
odd.
because you want to see the good in people and like, oh, this person really needs help, but then you could make a decision and now boom, you're in a van somewhere.
Well, it's sad too because the person who put the post up, there was a good amount of posts that were like bashing her for. They're saying, "How do you know that this is this?" and why are you posting this here? And I just think it's good community
heads up.
awareness.
Heads up.
It could be somebody totally safe that needs help, but always better to err on the safe side and situational awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing that, hey, this just doesn't seem right.
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
And which now leads to another thing of a heads up where some guy found 3 Coronas.
3 beers.
Oh.
3 beers behind a bush. in
Dude,
a-
1, 2, 3. He could have donated them
Were they full?
to us.
yeah, they were unopened.
Oh.
And we could have had another coronavirus.
But he called the
corona.
cops because he didn't want underage, and so and then they didn't come, and so
Like
the
to report 3 beers in the bushes.
So then the second time he took
They are
them home,
Coronas.
but just let everyone know that check your guys' refrigerators because you might be missing 3 beers, and he didn't want underage people to do it, and someone
Yeah.
was killing him like. Oh my gosh! You called the cops for 3 beers, and so it's just interesting. In that situation, you see it, just throw it away, right? Boom, problem solved.
Some kids probably
Or
were
drink
out
'em.
running around and underage drinking, right? But
Yeah.
maybe
Stash
they
'em for
stashed
later.
them for later, or they stashed them, left them from the night before, or whatever. But just throw them away.
And lastly,
cops.
I saw is like, you know that things are somewhat getting better when the post turned to people are putting trash in my trash can, and why did you do that? So
Hey neighbor, to my neighbor who put trash in my trash can.
I'm gonna go on a
Those
limb
are
and
the
say
best
that
posts.
your neighbor probably had no room in theirs. So
And why would you mind if it was on trash day?
Yeah, it's gonna be picked up right then, right?
Right, like I would.
Unless when she came in the morning to put more, she had no room to put her
Right.
own. That's when
That's
you'd be
true.
like, that sucks.
But if it's on the street, it could have been somebody just driving by too. Said, hey, I
You
gotta
never know.
throw some stuff away. Better than littering. But the other one was this guy posted about he targeted a young male. He said if your son had come home with a new hammock, I guess he figured that a boy would be having a hammock. But somebody went in this guy's backyard and cut the hammock off his tree, like with a knife,
That's crazy.
Wow.
and took it. And he posted it, and several people chimed in on that one. And he posted again saying the hammock was returned. So it
What a
works.
guilty conscience.
Maybe, or maybe somebody just wanted
yeah.
it for a night.
It needed for a night.
Maybe it didn't fit what they needed it for. I don't know, but it was returned. Not sure about the ropes and how that all worked out.
Interesting.
Any last?
No,
I'm good
have
too.
a good week, San Ramon. We got a little reprieve from the heat, right?
Yes, it was brutal.
It's been a nice couple days. I was in San Francisco this weekend, and it was nice. You know, not real busy. You know, 20 degrees cooler.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
with my mask on, walking around.
Nice.
Park.
Good. You didn't
good.
go to a protest?
No.
All right. Good for you.
No, we just a family outing.
All right.
Make it a good week.
You guys,
Let us know if you guys
Keep safe,
see
stay
anything
safe.
out there. Yeah.
and we'll catch you guys, the four of us, next week, unless Abe decides to take his turn. Boom.
All right.
Later.
See ya.